We had about 6 months where the economy was teetering on the edge, and we could have plunged into a second depression. Now, the economy is growing again. Now, the private sector has created jobs for the last 8 months in a row. There are about 3 million Americans who wouldn't be working today if not for the economic plan that we put into place. Those are facts. By the way, I emphasize those are facts because the other side isn't always interested in facts. To rebuild this economy on a stronger foundation, we passed Wall Street reform to make sure that a crisis like this never happens again. So that these reforms are going to end the era of taxpayer-funded bailouts forever. Reforms that will stop mortgage lenders from taking advantage of homeowners. Reforms that will stop credit card companies from hitting you with hidden fees or jacking up your rates without any reason. But we didn't stop there. We started investing again in American research and American technology and homegrown American clean energy, because I don't want solar panels and wind turbines and electric cars of the future built in Europe or Asia. I want them built right here in the United States of America with American workers. To help middle-class families get ahead, we passed a tax cut for 95% of working families. I want to repeat that. We cut taxes for 95% of working families, because if you were listening to the other side, you'd think we raised taxes. But, again, we deal in facts. And the fact is, we cut taxes for 95% of working families. We passed 16 different tax cuts for America's small business owners, who create the majority of jobs in this country. We passed health care reform that will stop insurance companies from denying you coverage or dropping you coverage because you're sick. And by the way, Madison, let me just see a show of hands. How many people are under the age of 26 in this crowd? Every single one of you, when you get out of college, if you have not found a job that offers you health care, you're going to be able to stay on your parents' health care until you're 26 years old, so you don't end up taking the risk of getting sick and being bankrupt. We finally fixed the student loan system so that tens of billions of dollars of taxpayer subsidies that were going to big banks, they were acting as middlemen, and student loan programs were going through these financial intermediaries. They were taking billions of dollars of profits. We said, well, let's cut out the middleman. We'll give the loans directly to students, and that means a million more students are going to be able to take advantage of grants and student loans. And by the way, we also kept a promise I made on the day that I announced my candidacy. We have removed combat troops from Iraq, and we have ended our combat mission in Iraq. Now, that's just some of what we've done. I haven't even mentioned the fact that we signed into laws making sure that we enforce equal pay for equal work, because I think my daughters should be treated just like somebody else's sons. I even mentioned the fact that we have the largest expansion of national service so that young people can tap into their idealism and start working here in this country and around the world to make people's lives better. I haven't talked about the fact that we made sure that tobacco companies can't market their products to children. We have made progress.